Yeah, Sandile, listen. Okay. You keep coming here. One, you are hiding on Facebook. You know why? Because you are a savage, you are a criminal. I would not be surprised you're right inside the palaces of King Mswati. And that's why you talk all this shit. Okay. Let me tell you something. Okay. Forget. Okay, you're asking for evidence. Where is Zena Mahlangu today? Zena Mahlangu, who got violently kidnapped by King Mswati from school, Emlalatini. Okay? Violently kidnapped. Bokatuga, sent by King Mswati to go to Mlalatini and kidnap somebody's baby, a 17 or 18-year-old daughter. Grabbed Zena Mahlangu, shoved her into a car, and the car sped to El Zitzin, where King Mswati proceeded to grab this child and rape her and keep this child in his palaces for days without even informing the mother that he had kidnapped Zena Mahlangu from school. Okay? Wena Sandile, you're stupid, like all most Swazis. Got Zena Mahlangu from school, shoved her violently in broad daylight into a car as she was coming out of school, outside the school lots. That is what your king of Swaziland, King Mswati, did, and the whole world knows it. So what more evidence do you need that King Mswati kidnaps and rapes? He went to the school and kidnapped this child in broad daylight. King Mswati's car sped to El Zitzin, and they kept this child, and he raped this child for days without even informing the mother, Mrs. Lamini, who was the what you call an executive at Post and Telecommunications in Swaziland. King Mswati, your king, the same king today, who continues to do this despicable crime against humanity, grabbed this child, raped her in her palaces for days. And the mother was looking for the child all over the country in Swaziland, not knowing. Went to the school, didn't find the child. Went home, didn't find the child. And she couldn't sleep. She couldn't figure out what had happened to her baby. Then she got a phone call days later from Okatuga, laughing on the phone. No, actually, she got some information from somebody that the king had kidnapped the child from school. Your king kidnapped a child from school and took it to his palaces and raped this child. And you're telling me there's no evidence against King Mswati committing despicable, heinous crimes against humanity. I mean, I'm telling you one case that is known, it's on record. Zena Mahlangu's mother wanted to get a child back and went to the High Court of Swaziland, where your baboon above the law, King Mswati, removed the case at the High Court of Swaziland. When the mother was told by somebody in US, in Swaziland government, somebody high up in the ranks, called her and told her, hey, the king kidnapped your baby from school. That's how she found out. Then she got Katuga's number by chance, some number from the king's office or something like that. Called, and with Katuga, they picked up the phone. And they laughed about it when she asked, where's my daughter? Okay, so what do you mean there's no evidence against your king? What do you mean, when I mean? That's why you hide on Facebook. You don't even show your face. Because you believe right in that royalty. I won't believe you live right inside those palaces where you commit some of the most despicable, heinous crimes against humanity. There are hundreds and thousands of Swazis who know that King Mswati murders Swazis for ritual killings on a regular routine basis. Sakila Oram Sibi, I suspect, is one such victim. And he disappeared from the palaces of King. I mean, I can put the FBI on that case. They can crack that case in 1 week and show you evidence. Physical evidence, as well as footage and cameras where Sakila Oram Sibi was living the palace of King Mswati, because King Mswati is stupid. As the cameras that are right inside his palaces and all that intelligence there can also convict him in a court of law, because they can use those footages. I can put the FBI, they can put that case together, and then you have your Swazian ambassador here, my sister, who claimed she found Sakile Oros Msibi in New York. Only the royals know that Sakile Oros Msibi lives in New York. Guess what? Go look at his Facebook page. They are tired of covering up because I busted the case. I told them there's no mask. Sakile Oros Msibi is wearing old clothes. Okay, so you have that Sakile Oros Msibi's case, who disappeared with 3 soldiers of King Mswati from the palaces of King Mswati, ordered by King Mswati to go and kill Sakile Oros Msibi. So you're asking me, where's the evidence? 48 Swazis died in 2018 alone. And they were found with missing body parts. Let me tell you something. I can put an FBI in this case. They can crack that case in days. I mean, I knew it was King Mswati that murdered all those people for human body parts. There's no somebody bold in Swaziland to kill 48 people and take their human body parts. When I send you, okay, the case of Zenamahlangu alone would give Makosati a minimum 30 years in jail in most places, because kidnapped and raped, he would get the death penalty. So what do you mean? This was dumb and stupid. Keep defending this criminal above the law. Makosati is a habitual criminal. So I don't understand these people who say they want to negotiate power with him. You Swazis are dumb and stupid. King Mswati is a criminal. Even when I met him here in America, years later, when I first met him, it seemed like okay. But later on, he was just a criminal. Everything he did was just sick. Okay? Bolambegiza, all of them called me here. The king's brother, Omari, all of them told me they've got Sakile Oros' phone number. They will call me so we can connect with Sakile Oros. Never happened. We did our own investigation, found that Sakile never got a visa from the point of origin. So how did he enter the United States? You Swazis are dumb and stupid. Circumstantial evidence, we don't even have footage, can put Mswati on death row and to be executed. Shit, these dumb, stupid idiots in Swaziland.